There is a flood of anime news coming out of Japan right now, and a lot of it has to do with Anime Japan. It's just giving a lot of news right now, including some updates around My Dress Up Darling. We got Rascal Not Dream. We got Oshinoko's getting updates. We have Konosuba getting a sequel. There's so much news to go over, and I'm going to get you guys fully caught up. If you have certain things that you're interested in, I'll have timestamps down below, but you want to watch it all, so let's jump right into it. First things first, Dress Up Darling. Yes, My Dress Up Darling finally has a date. I've been eagerly anticipating the return of this series, and it just feels like forever ago that first season came out, and when they announced immediately pretty much that the second season was coming, but we finally have a date, July. Mark your calendars, July, My Dress Up Darling is coming back. My hype levels, I don't even know what to say, hype levels are building up inside of me. I'm super excited for this to come back. They did release a trailer for it. It mostly has clips from the first season, which kind of scares me that there's not much in that trailer for the new season coming out literally in July. But we'll be patient. We'll trust. We'll have some trust. I think there's a lot of fear that's building around people in the return of My Dress Up Darling, especially for July, because yes, they've announced 3 whole anime that will be airing in July. Now, yeah, Cloverworks has done multiple anime in a single season before. Akebi Sailor Uniform, along with Dress Up Darling, along with the other show that I didn't watch. I think the only one that had problems was that third show. Dress Up Darling and Akebi Sailor Uniform, I don't think had any problems with the production. And yes, with 3 shows in a single season, it doesn't necessarily mean they're doing all of them at once. It doesn't mean that, like most studios, they're, doing 3 episodes, the season starts, and they're just rushing to finish all the episodes at the end. Some of this stuff could be pre-completed, though typically they will state beforehand it's been fully produced. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm gonna hope that they do a proper job on this, because again, I love Dress Up Darling so much, and I'm super excited to come back. The other ones that Cloverworks has coming in July is The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. That's the other one that's going to be another one. It looks very much like a Akebi Sailor Uniform. I think that's why I'm mostly excited for this one. It looks like that team, and the designs and everything looks very Akebi. Where's the second season for that one, by the way? I need a second season of that one, by the way. But no, I'm super excited for this one. It looks super cute. It's basically about a boys' school that's right next to a girls' school, and the boys' school is like all the dregs of society. So super excited to check that one out when it comes around. And then yes, the last one I think a lot of people are excited for is Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. That's coming out in July as well. It's going to be covering the university student arc of the series. But yeah, I have not watched the movies yet, so I'm super behind on this, and so I'm gonna have to watch those first and then jump right into this one. But again, another one that I'm super excited to see. And again, hopefully Cloverworks, please don't overwork people, but please have some of this done beforehand. I hope some of this is done beforehand. We'll see. A bit of news that I am super excited for. For those that don't know, I absolutely love Lycoris Recoil, and I'm eagerly anticipating the next project coming out for that. But until then, we have some shorts. Until then, we do have some shorts coming out. Apparently, Lycoris Recoil is getting 6 shorts to debut on April 16th. They're going to be releasing these 6 shorts every week on their YouTube channel. So it's going to be on Aniplex's YouTube channel. I'm hoping they'll have subtitles as well. Hope. If not, I'm sure people will get subtitling on that really very quickly. But either way, super excited to see that come back. I love my girls. Apparently, each of the episodes is going to be done by a different scriptwriter and storyboard writer. So that'll be kind of an interesting flair to it as well. But it's called Friends Are Thieves of Time. I love the trailer because it literally has all the girls saying it. Their friends are thieves of time. It sounds super cute. But anyways, anything Lycoris Recoil I can get, I'm on board, so super excited to see this come around. Moving on, for fans of Apothecary Diaries, including myself, is apparently getting a spin-off manga series. It's going to be the Apothecary Diaries side story, Zolan's Memories. It's going to be launching on Square Enix's Manga Up app. The new manga is going to be centering on Zolan, a cheerful and gossipy maidservant in the Imperial Palace, a friend of Mao. Yeah, of course, she's a friend of Mao. She's super cute, too. Her voice, her seiyuu is incredible. Very interested in this. Apparently, I think it's going to be wrote by the original creator. Hopefully, can tell some really interesting stories. It could be from her perspective to kind of see how she views her. Because for those who don't know, Solon is very much so a everybody person. Like, she just gets along with everybody. Everybody likes her. She's super cute. She accepts everybody. And that could get in some cute little storylines there. Plus, you have this whole bit that's going on right now with the second season where it seems like she wants to get learned. So she's, studying and whatnot, learning how to read. It can all get into some really cute stuff. So interested to see how that goes. Moving on. For fans of Fate Strange Fake, all of you were super excited for some updates on the panel for Strange Fake. Here's our update. I was hoping for at least episode 3 to air at the end of the year, and we'll just get 1 episode a year. But apparently all they wanted to give us was this. We got 2 visuals. Yay. Moving on. Aniplex. Aniplex released a new PV for the introduction of Mineralogy, and it's looking good. If you have time, please go check out that trailer. It looks super good. They released a 2025 premiere for it. Of course, it's going to be done by the team at Bind. And this looks like a lot of people that are around Onimai, which does have me excited because watching the PV for this, it looks very Onimai, which is super great because for those who don't know, Onimai was an adaptation of a manga that kind of has very skip-based. And it really did feel like when they adapted it into the anime, it felt like an anime. Like it felt like they made an anime, they didn't make an adaptation. And it was really good for that reason. So I'm hoping that they'll have that same feel here, kind of going into this, having a great team behind it to just... I'm not really interested in rocks, so they got to do something. And again, the characters look cute. I'm hoping that it'll actually really deliver on that. Moving on, Aniplex, of course, no surprise to anybody, announced that Rurouni Kenshin is going to be getting a 3rd season, so they also released a trailer for that, so definitely check that out. New Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt got some new updates. They revealed a new PV cast and July debut. July is looking crazy, dude. I am so scared of July. Like, if not just for all the Cloverwork stuff coming out, but now we have this, there's just... July is looking nuts. I think for anybody that is not like a longtime fan, that is going to have a lot of sequels they're kind of getting caught up on and whatnot, that was happening in winter. Spring looks like it's mostly new shows. It might be a good time to take a break if you need to, because again, summer's looking nuts. But yeah, I'm excited to see this come out. I have not watched the original. I've watched quite a bit of it, but I haven't completed it. So... I'm kind of interested to jump into the series finally and check it out and see what all the hubbub is about. It just was one of those things where when I seen it, I was like, yeah, it's not really my thing, but I might not be able to ignore it anymore. For our next bit, Toho Animation revealed a new trailer and key visual for My Hero Academia's final season, probably part 1 of 15. We'll see. But yes, it's going to be for the final season. It's going to premiere in October, so be excited for that. Kadokawa revealed a visual and PV for the Barbarian's Bride anime, revealing a fall 2025 premiere, so excited for that one as well. It looks cute. The PV, I was like, yeah, I think I'm on board with this. I think I'm on board for this. It's basically about, I think they have like this one war between these tribes. This one girl is pretty much a prisoner of war. Like she got captured, whatnot. And this barbarian came in and bought her to be his bride, I guess. Interesting. Guy looks a little scruffy and she looks a little flustered. I'm all for it. I'll be checking it out. I'm assuming it's gonna be one of those things where at first she's like afraid of him, and then over time she realized that he's very charming. He treats her nice, all that kind of stuff. It's probably gonna be that route, but we'll see. For next bit, this one looks super, super good. Sentenced to be a Hero anime released a new PV and an October premiere. Being done by Studio Kai. I watched the PV for this. It looks gorgeous. It apparently has the episode director for Mushoku Tensei, being done by Studio Kai. It's delivering. Whatever they're doing, they're delivering. Visually, it looks incredible. If you have not had a chance, go check that out. The synopsis is, heroism, a punishment for only the worst crimes. Those sentenced to the fate of a hero are forced to fight at the front lines against the Demon King's armor. And if they die, they can expect to be revived and continue to battle. But when their leader, convicted of killing a goddess, meets another goddess himself, the contract they forge may be enough to change the world. And like I said before, the PV, gorgeous. I might have to block it up right here because it's showing on my screen. I'm probably going to get in trouble for it. But I think my only problem I have from the PV is that it looks like they're changing the design of the main girl, which, I mean, kind of expected. Like, it's a whole ReZero situation where they had to change, Capella and Liliana just to kind of, fit with TV broadcast in Japan. But other than that, it looks super good. Like, visually, just very flowy, very moving. Like, the characters look alive. It doesn't have, like, just flat, still characters in any scene. So I'm all for it. I'm definitely hyped for it. Moving on, Chain Soldier's 2nd season revealed a new visual and a 2025 premiere. So that should probably be, I don't think July at this point. Summer's looking way too packed. Maybe a fall. I don't know. It's probably a fall because I don't think we have a trailer for the 2nd season yet. So maybe fall. We'll hope for fall just because there's too much in summer. Speaking of summer, yes, Silent Witch is coming out in summer as well. July premiere. We got a new trailer for that. And again, similar to the Hero one, looks super freaking good. I don't think I've really seen too much on this one. I did see the key art when they first announced that it was getting a release. And I'm like, okay, cool. This character looks cute. The PV sold me on her. This girl looks like a nerd, shut-in dork, and I love it. Visually, I'm absolutely loving it as well. It just looks super good. I don't know what's happening in Japan and if this is going to be able to hold up, but we're getting a lot of very incredible looking shows. And this right here is one of them. I'm definitely looking forward to this one. It's probably going up there as my most anticipated for summer. It just looks that good. Another summer show. Kadokawa revealed a visual PV and July 3rd premiere for Kamitsubaki City Under Construction. The project story is about exploring the hidden mysteries of the virtual city called Kamitsubaki City and restoring order and peace to the city. It's a very CGI anime, looking very much so like Yoko Taro's CGI anime there. It's not that incredible. At the same time, I'm not off-put by it. It looks fine enough. But again, I feel bad for the show coming out in summer. I feel bad for any show coming out in summer that doesn't look absolutely insane because people are going to be busy. Moving on, Disney Plus Japan revealed a September premiere for the new Cat's Eye anime. They released a new visual and teaser trailer, so definitely cool stuff there. I don't remember if I liked Cat's Eye. Like, I remember watching it a long time ago, but I don't remember if I was actually a fan of the series. So I'll definitely be interested to see that come back. They definitely capture that old style, which I really do like, not updating it to newer style, keeping that old retro aesthetic to it. So that's kind of a plus there, but we'll see. For next bit, the official website for Trigun Stampede revealed a new visual and a 2026 premiere for Trigun Stargazer. So definitely, if you're a fan of that series, look forward to that. I'll definitely be checking it out. And yes, we got some Rent-A-Girlfriend updates. We got a new visual and PV release for Rent-A-Girlfriend 4th season. Another July show. Running the Split Core, of course. They mentioned that before. There is a side of me that almost wants to watch this upcoming season just for Mommy. If Mommy is in the season, I want that, because that was my thing. When I got to the point where I got sick of the main character, my whole desire was for the show to bring her back and have her make his life miserable. I don't think that'll happen. She'll probably get Doki Doku for him, which is already kind of showing. But again, another one of those aspects, if a show like this is coming out in July, good luck, because I'm going to have a lot of other shows that I'm going to eat up. So we'll see. We got updates for Welcome to Outcast Restaurant TV anime. They got a new PV for that. It looks super cute. It's going to be debuting in July. Once again, another July show. We got updates around Apocalypse Bringer Mynoghra. World Conquest starts with the civilization of Ruin. They released a PV for that and a July debut, another July show. Again, this is another one where I'm kind of fearful for it just because there's a lot of really good shows and this one hasn't completely caught my attention, but we'll see. I'm going to check them all out, but of course, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for these shows. Next bit, The Stunned Hero and Assassin Princess got a release for July, another July show. Here we go. More shows that are probably going to die in that season. This one, again, not really grabbing my attention. The story follows the hero Toto, who is strong but very shy and has trouble forming parties. One day, 3 beautiful women, Sil, Anemone, and Gore, approach Toto to form a party. However, their secret goal is to assassinate him. Okay, that's a funny concept. I might check that out. I kind of thought that's where I was going to go. When I was reading that synopsis, I'm like, it's either going to be a slop, like, harem, or they're going to want to kill him. There you go. Next bit, Oshinoko has an update. Not big update, don't get too excited here, but yes, it's got a new visual and a teaser and a premiere date for 2026. So we at least know that it's coming in 2026. We got a new visual that looks kind of foreboding, but other than that, just the 2026 date. Super excited for this to come back. I'm being patient for this one. I'm just going to sit here and be patient for this one, but I'm really, really anticipating the series to come back. For next bit, we got some new Lyrical Nanoha. That's kind of interesting, out of nowhere. I think they kind of mentioned there was a project coming up, so this is not completely out of nowhere, but yes, they finally announced Magical Girl Lyrica Nanoha exceeds Gun Blaze Vengeance. These titles, dude. Exceeds Gun Blaze Vengeance. It's like boom, bam, boom. Bang, bang, braver. Yeah, they released a new visual for it as well as a staff for the new anime. They also at the same time announced a manga that's going to be coming out, which is called Magical Girl Lyrica Nanoha Exceeds. That's just it. They took off the Gun Blaze Vengeance part, But yeah, new manga coming out for it. So if you're a fan of this series, definitely check that out. Next up, we got an update for the summer. Hikaru died. Got a new visual and trailer. It's going to be done by Saigon's Pictures, and it will be streaming on Netflix. I checked out the trailer for it. Looks incredible. Looks absolutely incredible. So I'm super excited for that one to come out. But for now, we'll have to wait. Hopefully not a July show. Please don't release in July. Netflix, the team behind this, not July. We also got an update for Let This Grieving Soul Retire. It released a new PV as well as revealed an October debut for the second season. So super pumped for that to come back. It kind of lost me at some point in that series, but I really did like it, especially for these two right here. These two right here. Really love the characters, but I'll be looking forward to that one. Next bit, the banished court magician aims to become the strongest is getting a TV anime adaptation. It's going to be premiere in October. They released a visual for it. You can see it right here, as well as a PV for it. So if you're into that series, definitely check that out. The story centers on Alec, a magician who dedicated to support magic in order to help out the crown prince and his efforts to clear out the dungeons in their early days. The prince suddenly fires Alec as the court magician one day, declaring that someone who only knows how to cast support magic is useless. Now jobless, Alec is contracted by an old friend named Yora, who asks his help to once again venture into the dungeons. So it's a kick from the hero party. Moving on. Another kick from the hero party. Nobody cares. Moving on. We had Aniplex and Crunchyroll announce that they are teaming up to establish Hayate Inc., an anime production company in Tokyo. Hayate is focused especially on planning, developing, and producing anime content for Crunchyroll's streaming platform worldwide. Aniplex Masanori Miyake leads the venture as chairman and CEO, along with president and COO Leo Watanabe. The staff is composed of Aniplex and Crunchyroll employees. I was going to make a video on this when this first got announced because I think a lot of people have misconceptions here. Like I see a lot of people going, oh my gosh, they're teaming up with Crunchyroll, they're going to make woke anime and all that kind of stuff. Chill. Keep in mind, this is my response to this news immediately was, okay, so you're saying Aniplex, a anime production company, is teaming up with their subsidiary Crunchyroll, which is underneath them. They own the company. They're teaming up with the company they own, which is also an anime production company and distribution company, to make more anime for the subsidiary to distribute. They're basically making another company to make more of what they're already making because that's what they do. These two companies, all they do is produce anime, and they distribute anime. And now they're going to team up to make another company that does the same thing. This just feels like money. They're just moving money around. It literally just feels like they're moving money around. The company itself is just moving money around. There's nothing new comes from this. To be honest, nothing new comes from this. There's only so many animators. There's only so many anime that can be made at some time. Only so many TV slots. This is literally just moving money around. It's a nothing. It's a nothing. Even though you might find a bunch of videos saying, oh my gosh, Crunchyroll's going to make woke anime. They're finally making anime. They've always been making anime. Crunchyroll has been producing anime for a long time. Nothing changing. Anyways, moving on. So this is a nothing news. Nothing news. Moving on, though. Though I Am an Inept, Villainess light novel is getting a TV anime. So this one's definitely looking interesting. Being done by Studio Dogo Kobo. They released a new PV for it as well as a visual. PV doesn't really have much in it, but it looks good. Visually, the style itself looks really good. I love her design. In a kingdom inspired by historical China, 5 clans put forth their maidens as imperial consorts, but only one of them will be crowned empress. The frail and beautiful Ko, the so-called butterfly of the imperial court, is a shoe-in to marry the crown prince. But when the court rat, Shu, lashes out at her during the Glittering Lantern Festival, it's Ledin who wakes up in the dungeons, body swapped by her assailant to steal her position in the court. Ledin's plight seems dire to everyone else. Now she's got a robust new body, not even the looming threat of execution can stop her. Interesting concept there. The idea that she's a shoo-in, and then they have the bad person, they swap, and then she has to kind of undo that. Very interesting concept there. Definitely be looking for that one. For fans of Private Tutor to the Duke's Daughter, we got a new PV for that one, as well as, yes, you guessed it, a July premiere. All these shows are going to die. There's going to be so many shows that have chances to actually be successful and that people will enjoy it, but there's going to be too much crap coming out in July. Anyways, Studio Blanc's working on it. I checked out the PV for it. It looks okay. The characters look cute, but it's at the same time, it's like, again, We'll see. We'll see if it could actually stand out from the crowd. For next bit, Bandai Namco Filmworks announced Girls und Panzer Moto Love Sakusen Desu spin-off manga is getting an anime project. It's going to be screening in Japan theaters next winter. It's going to be done by Actus and PA Works animating it, so definitely check that out if you're a fan of the series. I think I'm a little bit behind on the films, but I definitely love this series, so that's exciting news. For next bit, NBC Universal announced Tune In to the Midnight Heart manga is getting a TV anime adaptation. It's going to be premiering in 2026. Thank you so much for not being in July. The most exciting news is going to be anything that's not in July. But yeah, I checked out the PV for this one. It's not too much in there. It's like him listening to somebody talking over this radio thing, and then eventually he goes to this club, and there's all these girls in there. And I think the concept here is basically trying to figure out which one is the one. Looks cute. The characters definitely look cute, so we'll definitely be checking that one out. I think one of them is a vocalist, one is a VTuber, one is an announcer, I think. Each one of them have their own voices. For next bit, the inexpressive Kashiwara and the expressive Ota manga is getting a TV anime adaptation set for 2025, so that'll be hopefully not a July summer show, hopefully a fall show. It's being done by Studio Poland. They released a PV for it as well as a visual. Kashiwara is a girl who never shows emotion on her face. Ota always tries to surprise her, but never succeeds. The two of them are classmates at junior high. Ota is always thinking of pranks in order to surprise her, but he always fails. She likes to look at Ota, for he shows his emotions on his face too much. They look like opposite type of people, but they both care about each other. It looks super cute. I checked the PV for this. It looks super cute. It kind of reminds me of Eren-san because she kind of has that whole like blank expression, very kind of subtle expression to her. So it's very much so like that. It feels like almost like a reverse teasing girl. The idea that he is trying to tease her in order to get some expression out of her. It's a reverse teasing girl, but also with the aspect of a Eren-san with that kind of subtlety to her. She looks super cute though. Like him just jumping out and going blah, and she's like, ah. Or something like that. Like it feels like she does get shocked by him. She just doesn't express it. So it looks super cute, absolutely adorable. Hopefully not July. And finally, our last news. We made it, folks. We made it to the last news here, which is that yes, Kadokawa has announced that Konosuba Season 3 will be getting a sequel. That's it. That's all the news. That's all the news for that one. Apparently they had this showing for the OVA, and they came out and they said, we're having a sequel for Season 3. They haven't listed if it's going to be a movie, if it's going to be a TV anime. And again, typically they do specify TV anime. They specify what the format is. It's almost like they almost separate the announcements on purpose. So you have this announcement is that it's getting an anime. This announcement is the format. This announcement is the date or the year. This announcement is a month. This announcement is a date. But yeah, super excited for that. Again, it's kind of expected because it seemed like they want to adapt the whole thing. But either way, I'm going to eat it up. Absolutely love this series. I'm looking forward to more. That's it. That's all the news I have for you guys today. We got through it all. A lot of stuff to go through. And a lot of this stuff I kind of just tried to get through as fast as possible. Don't want to take up too much of your time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. If you did, hit the like button down below. Comment. Let me know what you think of the news. What's the most exciting to you? Are you afraid of July? My gosh, it looks insane. And we're not even close to July. Typically, a lot of stuff is getting announced as it comes up. So we're probably going to have even more stuff get announced for July. I hope the anime industry doesn't implode come July, but we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, again, hit the like button. If you like this content and you want to support y'all more, I have links in the description below. Greatly appreciate it. Until next time, y'all take care.